Hello, and thank you for watching this presentation. We are group number 4, and our country is Brazil. So, for this time, we're going to be evaluating the market and how to enter into this country and promote our product. Now, the product that we have created for this market is an NFC payment ring. And what makes this product work in Brazil is the context, not just the technology, because people already use contactless payments, but there's a strong concern around safety, especially in the big cities. So taking out a phone or a wallet in public can make you a target. So instead of changing behavior, we are improving it. This ring lets people pay in a way that's faster, more discreet, and with lower risk. It fits naturally into their lifestyle, especially in a crowded or outdoor environment, which makes adoption a lot more realistic.
Hello, I am going to break down our VIRO model analysis to explain our competitive advantage. The first one will be the value, and our rings isn't just a budget, actually, it's a peace of mind. It solves a huge problem in Brazil, which is the security. Because street theft, you can pay without pulling out a $1,000 smartphone and another expensive assets you may have. So Rarity will be the second one. Right now, affordable, dedicated payment rings are very hard to find in Brazilian market. We are filling that gap. Third, imitability. Well, let's be honest. We can suffer the risk to be imitated for our manufacturing contractors, but we can handle that actually because of our organization, because we can be copied. Our company is building speed and aggressive marketing, so we are organized to build a brand loyalty fast. As a conclusion, in the bottom line, well, we have a temporary competitive advantage, and we need to hit the market hard and fast before budget brands catch up.
Okay, as regards our product competitors analysis, the market potential for the year 2022 is 2,770 billion. In order to have some privilege, we must work on the following areas of our competitor weaknesses. Number one is no meta dedicated payments, weak local banking partnership, no fixed integration in any payment, smart payment ring. Smart watches are bookie and battery dependent. No Portuguese language customer support. If these areas can be corrected effectively, we can achieve success.
Now we're going to talk about
The sales strategy, I'm going to talk about the retail and where to buy. Actually, online, Mercado Libre and Amazon Brazil, and official stores. Physically, we can go through magazines and Casa Bahia, which are most of the most popular ones. And wholesales, we have the outsourced to tech distributors, and the benefits we can get from them are that they handle warehousing, and we focused on the brand actually. The sales approach would be affiliate the program with Brazilian tech lifestyles and influencers. And well, finally, we will focus into stores like brand promoters, being live tap to pay, and well, demos at retail locations to close sales on the point.
Hi, my name is Joaquin Sagastegui and I will explain our sales and distribution strategy. Our main goal is to make the product easily available across Brazil while keeping the process efficient and scalable. So to do this, we will use both online and physical sales channels. On the online side, we will sell through platforms like Amazon Brazil and Mercado Libre, as well as our own website. This allowed us to reach a large number of customers quickly, especially younger users who are already familiar with digital payments. And at the same time, we will partner with physical retail stores such as electronics shops. This is important because it uh, help us help us build trust and allows customers to see the product before buying it. And to support distribution, we will work with established distributors who will manage logistic, storage, and delivery. This help us reduce operational complexity and focus on growing the business. Another key part of our strategy is forming partnership with banks and fintech companies since our product depends on payment systems. And this partnership will increase customer confidence and make adoption easier. In conclusion, our strategy focuses on accessibility, efficiency, and a strong partnership to successfully enter the Brazilian market. Thank you.
Good day. I'll be talking about promotion strategy for our product, which is the payment ring. This is actually a contactless payment solution that allows user to make fast, secure, and convenient transactions with just a tap, no phone or cash needed. When we have several medias that can create awareness, which focuses on using a mix of traditional, digital, and non-traditional channels. The goal is to reach our target audience efficiently while keeping costs low and maximizing engagement. In the traditional media, we will use radio advertising because it is affordable and widely accessible, especially in busy cities in Brazil. Billboards will help build visibility in high traffic areas, while event marketing will allow customers to physically experience the product. And when we come to digital media, the digital media is actually our primary focus platform, like the Instagram, the TikTok, and the X, which will help us engage younger tech savvy users. We will also use YouTube ads and Google search ads to capture interest, along with email and SMS campaign for direct communication. Then we come to the non-traditional media. To build trust and awareness, we will use influencers to showcase real-life use cases. Campus activation will target students, and referral programs will encourage existing users to bring in new customers. Our campaign is actually called Tap into the Future, which highlights how the payment ring simplifies everyday transactions, making payments faster, easier, and more convenient. When we talk about the storyboard, it's actually the advertisement begins by showing a common problem, someone struggling to pay with cash or their phone. Then we introduce the payment ring as a simple solution. The user taps the ring and completes the payment instantly. We show different real life situations like transport, shopping, and dining. Finally, we end it up with a strong message that says tap into the future, emphasizing that convenience, speed, and innovation is our core goals. In Brazil, people are highly active on mobile and social media when we are talking about market considerations, which support our digital strategy. Economically, customers are price sensitive, so we emphasize value. Legally, we must ensure that compliance with the financial regulations and highlight security to build trust to our customers. We come to talk about the brand positioning and the USP. Our brand is positioned as a modern, stylish, and is convenient. Our unique selling our unique selling proposition is simple. The easiest way to pay is just to tap your ring and it's done. In conclusion, this promotion strategy combines strong media channels with a clear, relatable message and drive awareness and adoption of a payment ring. Thank you.
discussed in section 4, and after analyzing the market gap, we understand the product should cost between the 250 and the 14 and 400 Brazilian reais. This is around 50 to $70 US dollars to fill the market gap. We mainly want to reflect this product's reliability and authenticity through the price set. One of the most direct competitors will be Jackcom, another payment ring maker, which is around the 150 Brazilian reais to the 200. But since we want to include the bank integration, considering that cost and the import tariffs, we decided to set a price for wholesale to 299 with 99 Brazilian reais and retail 349 with 99. We mainly, and our main focus is just to show the product's reliability and authenticity through this price set.
So as you can see in this slide, the approach that we decided as an entry strategy is importing finished goods. We can enter the market in a faster way and we avoid large upfront investments with this. So for more context, our main focus here was staying lean while moving fast, and some options didn't make sense, like licensing or building a fuel operation from scratch, because they either don't fit our model or add too much cost early on. So we focus on what works now, and importing the product let us enter quickly and keep things simple for now. Then we support that with local partnerships, especially with banks or fintechs, to build trust and make adoption easier. So overall, it's speed, low cost, and strategic partnership.
Okay, and for risk mitigation, for customer Brazil, nightmare of Brazilian customers and customs and the high taxes. To avoid this, we will keep a 60-day buffer stock in Sao Paulo. Okay, and quality control. When contracting a manufacturer, there is the risk of not meeting quality control. In order to solve this problem, we will have to hire an independent, like third-party inspection agency located near this plan. So we look at the categories as specific and the specific risk and mitigation. We can be able to you can see the logistics and the financials and products. Like when in under specific risk, you can see the port strikes of customs delays in Brazil. And you can when we look at all these things, we can be able to know how to manage our risk. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Joaquin Sagastegi and I will explain our sourcing and logistic plan. For our sourcing strategy, we decided to import finished NFC payment rings instead of producing them locally. This allows us to enter the market faster and avoid the complexity of manufacturing. However, importing into Brazil involves several taxes, including importing duties and other fees, which can increase the final cost of the product. Because of this, we carefully evaluated different supplier options. We considered international suppliers from China, which offer lower prices, but they also come with challenges such as high tariffs, longer shipping times, and custom risks. We also analyzed a local supplier in Brazil called Bragraspic. Even though their production cost is slightly higher, they offer important advantage like faster delivery, non-import taxes, and better local support. In addition, Brazil is part of our Mercosur, which benefits local sourcing by reducing trade barriers and simplifying logistics. For this reason, we select Brajospic as our preferred supplier since it provides a more reliable and efficient solution for our company. And well, in conclusion, our sourcing strategy focus on reducing risk, improving efficiency, and entering the market faster. Thank you.
Human resource staffing strategy in Brazil. When expanding into Brazil, selecting the right staffing approach is critical to balance control, cost and local responsiveness. The three approaches, the ethnocentric, polycentric, and geocentric, each of it have its advantages and limitations. When you're talking about ethnocentric approach, this approach places home country managers in key position abroad. The pros, we have to ensure that strong alignment with the headquarters goals and company culture is easier communication and control over operations. Then the cons is actually high costs due to relocation and expatriate compensation, limited understanding of Brazil's local market and culture, may reduce morale among local employees. Then the polycentric approach. This approach hires host country nationals to manage local operations. The pros is deep understanding of Brazil business environment and consumer behavior, then the lower labor and relocation costs, better relationships with local stakeholders. Then the cons actually is potential disconnects headquarters strategy. It actually limits knowledge and transfer between headquarters and subsidiary. Then the geocentric approach. This approach actually selects the best talent globally, regardless of nationality. We have the pros, which is access to high skilled and diverse talent, promotes a strong global culture and innovation, and also encourages knowledge sharing across regions. Then the cons is complex to manage due to the immigration and legal requirements. It also higher administrative and coordination costs and as well. So the recommended approach for this venture is a blend of geocentric polycentric approach, which is actually the most effective. Thank you.
Let's move to the key management.
For the expatriate compensation, we'll include two of them. It's important to remember this will be for the CEO and the operations manager for the company. For the overseas premium, it will be a total for $18,000. This is US dollars. And this is important because of considering adapting to a new culture, the long distance, and other factors, even like the weather should be considered. And the hardship allowance because Brazil has a more challenging condition situation compared to the home country like the US. And this one will be $24,000.